Hey everybody, how is it going? It's TheCrystalFlaaffy and welcome to our third Showdown live session. This time we're going to be playing in the UU tier with a different team, of course, because we can't use an OU team and a UU or anything below it. So, yeah. Sorry about last Saturday, guys. I know I said I think I said that I was going to try to do an hour of power sort of thing, but I was having a lot of technical issues with doing that, so I'm not going to do that. Maybe in the future I will, but for now, we're just going to stick to 2 half-hour videos a week, for Showdown at least. And we're going to look for a battle right away. Our team, we have a sub sword stance Decidueye, which is what I wanted to build the team around. Quickly, let's see. Our opponent, solid lead with Infernape, with Fake Out, Stealth Rocks, U-Turn, that sort of thing. So I feel like that's what our opponent's going to lead with. We can just lead with Azelf to counter that, but he leads with his Togekiss. Okay. Our Azelf is the same type of Azelf we used a lot in ORAS. It's Assault Vest Azelf. Reason for the Assault Vest is it lets us live Dark Pulses from Timid Scarfed Hydreigons, and then we can OHKO with Dazzling Gleam. And then also we didn't have like anybody else on the team that's an Assault Vest user. We're just gonna Psyshock right here. Should do the most damage, unless it's bold. It's probably a bold Togekiss. We'll just Thunderbolt this time. As yeah, he can have a defensive ball in his Amoonguss, most likely. But then we have a Choice Scarf Beware. That would have been perfect time to go for the Dazzling Gleam. And this is Leftovers. So we outspeed. And we're gonna Dazzling Gleam. And then we have I'm not too high on the ladder. I did a couple battles, I think. I did a couple battles to test out the team, but I didn't ladder up super high or anything. We'll just Thunderbolt. Especially defensive Rotom-Wash, physically defensive Registeel, and that's our Rocks user, and also has T-Wave for support, and a Life Orb Keldeo. Yeah. So let's see, what do we want to send in against this guy? We can actually send in our Decidueye. Actually, no, he just revealed the Dark Pulse, so don't really want to be doing that. We can go Keldeo and Hidden Power Grass. We can do that. He doesn't really have a Keldeo switch in, minus the Amoonguss. You know what, let's go to our Beware. And there's nothing on his team that wants to take a hit. Nothing at all. Nothing wants to take a Double Edge. Nope. So we're just gonna go for that Double Edge as he goes for Protect. I don't know if that's not good on Blastoise. Did we outspeed this? We're at 351, so yeah, we outspeed. Oh wait, he could have Mach Punch. Do I want to take a Mach Punch? Our defense is increased thanks to Fluffy. So if he goes for the Mach Punch, we'll most likely live it. Yeah, let's do it. Oh, that did nothing! That did absolutely no damage. Beware ate that. I did put a little bit of HP investment into it. I gave it just enough EVs and speed for a Jolly Nature Beware to outspeed base 110s. We can most likely take this thing out as well. Yep. But yeah, I gave it enough EVs to outspeed base 110s because otherwise, like with max speed investment and Jolly Nature, it does not outspeed base 115s. So I feel like this was the best we could have done with it. We're gonna go out into our Decidueye, and as he goes for the Sludge Bomb and gets Poison. Okay, we're gonna go out into our Registeel this time. I did want to go into the Decidueye on a possible Spore, because he would have taken the Double Edge just fine if he's physically defensive in any way. But we're gonna Thunder Wave, spread some status of our own, and I kind of want an Explosion, but I will get up the late game rocks. Just to do some decent damage to these two, some decent chip damage. And since he went for the Protect there, I'm just gonna Explode. on the switch to his Latias too, so woo, that did a lot. That did a lot. But see, our Beware can come in now and just comfortably outspeed this thing. Unless it's a Scarfed Latias, then we don't have speed, but otherwise we do, which we do because he's not Scarfed, so there we go. Like, the speed EVs are just so important for him because, like, Azelf is a base 115, right? And it gets maxed 361. I'm pretty sure fully invested in speed, Beware with a Choice Scarf only reaches like 360, so it's 1.2 low. And we'll just go out into our Keldeo, just because, and we will, I kind of want to Hidden Power Ice, predicting him to switch. Yeah, we'll do it. Or not Hidden Power Ice, Icy Wind. That's the name of the move. But whatever, it's okay. We have other things for this thingy in the back. I just wanted to whittle him down a little bit more. That's all I wanted to do. And our Rotom should outspeed, because not a lot of people run speed on their Blastoise. Which this guy, of course, didn't either. But I wouldn't have been surprised, because he has Protect on his Blastoise and his Amoonguss. And neither of which revealed any sort of status. So, like, no poison. Like, if the Amoonguss went for Toxic, then maybe I'd understand. You know, because Toxic Protect. 1 second. First, let's see what would do more. Ice Punch would reach 150. Double Edge reaches 160. So, that does more. Does a hell of a lot of damage, and we could see what he would have gone for. He would have just gone for the Sludge Bomb, which is all we've seen besides Protect from this Amoonguss. Oh, Giga Drain as well. So maybe his last move is Toxic. Maybe the last move is Toxic. But we're going to go out into our Rotom and Overheat. He's probably going to Protect just to, like, be a douchebag and stall a little bit longer. But he doesn't, thankfully, so he's not a douchebag. We will drop the GGs and find another opponent. Unfortunately, I didn't get Decidueye in there to do too much. And as we see, our opponent has a Decidueye of their own and a Zygarde dog form. Oh, I love this. I love this one. I love this. I love this. I love this. I love this. These two are okay, I guess. But let's see. We can lead Azelf. Azelf is not Azeld. Azelf is a solid lead we can go for. I know I don't have U-turn on it, but I needed the fire and electric stab to help out with Decidueye. Because Decidueye is walled by dark types. No, what was it? Crap, I forget what I forget what specifically Decidueye was walled by. It was walled by like Houndoom and stuff. I don't know. But let's see, we can just Psyshock. We're not a Stealth Rock lead, we just risked it. We just risked it. And I should have swapped there, but I'm happy I didn't because we got off a solid amount of damage on this Crobat, so nothing to worry about there. We could have went Rocky Helmet on a Registeel now that I think about it, because this Crobat would have just went down there. Please, you already revealed the taunt, as if I'm going to go for Stealth Rock now. I'm just going to get your Crobat out of the way so we can go for our Stealth Rock later. But I remember back before Pokebank was released, how with this Decidueye sub SD and just enough speed to outspeed Rotom, so like Rotom Wash specifically for that Leaf Blade. First, let's see, what do we want to switch out to? Let's go into our Rotom because we're especially defensive. We can take any hit, and oh, I just noticed we don't have a Defogger or Spin on this team. It's not that I just noticed it, I'm just paying mind to it now. We'll Will-O-Wisp because he can't really hurt us too bad. As he goes out into the Clefable, which is good because it'll show us if it's Magic Art or not, which it's not, so it's unaware. So we're just going to Volt Switch out. And we will go out into our Registeel this time. Well, once again. And it's probably going to have a Aromatherapy or a Heal Bell, whichever one it gets, I don't remember. But we're going to go for our Stealth Rocks now. And possibly to bait his Decidueye to go for the Defog itself, unless Crobat was his Defogger. But anyway, back then, before Bank came out, I remember I'd get so many sweeps with this Decidueye because it's such a good mon. Like the set I have. Obviously, I didn't make the set, No, I didn't, unfortunately, but I found it randomly. But it's a good set. I really like it. I do. And we did go to the Rotom last time, so he might be predicting that. And he could go for... You know what? I'm thinking this thing is probably like... Since it went for Rocks, it's probably Rocks, Toxic, and then maybe Earth Power or Earthquake. And then like Ice Beam or Thunderbolt. So I don't think it has anything to touch our Rotom. It's not going to have Surf. And as you see, we dodged the Earth Power with Levitate, thankfully. And we're just going to Overheat. We are just going to Overheat and do as much damage as we can. Actually, we're going to do none because we missed. We are very unlucky. And definitely another Sludge Wave is going to be coming our way. I do want to keep myself at a decent amount of health because that's our only mon that outspeeds the Zygarde, I think. What speed is Zygarde again? I think it's 110 or 115. I don't remember. But I don't think our Bewear outspeeds it. Because I'm pretty sure it's like 115, not 110. Let's see. What do we have for this Nidoqueen? All we can really do is get out into our Keldeo. Which wouldn't be too bad. Because this, looking at my opponent's team, the special defensive Rotom doesn't really help much. Yeah, so we'll just Overheat again, in case he like predicted the switch, but he didn't, as obviously what happened. And there's the cat crying at the door. But we are just gonna go straight up for the Scald, as in comes the Decidueye, and we're gonna Icy Wind right after, most likely, depending on how much this does. It does 32%. Let's see, let's calc this. Keldeo. We are not Choice Scarf, or well, we'll just put the Choice Scarf set because we are timid. But we are Life Orb actually, so. Secret Sword. We don't have Hydro Pump, we have Icy Wind. And then we have Hidden Power Grass. Oops, I forgot to type in power. There we go. And Decidueye. Let's say you use Storage Dance. Icy Wind does 52 to 62. So, would he be specially defensive? No, he has a lot of balls on his team already. So yeah, he's an offensive Decidueye, and we take it out. I'm just gonna let the cat in. Yes, hello. Hello. Sorry about that, guys. If I did not open that door for him, he would have been scratching there all day. Does Zygarde take us out? But yeah, seeing it's 361, so yeah, Zygarde is a base 115, so that is very troublesome. But our Registeel should be able to take anything this thing has to go for. Our defense is through the roof. That 1,000 arrows actually does a lot more than I thought it would. Let's explode. But he just goes for the second 1,000 arrows. Doesn't reveal an item, so he's most likely banned. Let's see. Zygarde. Nope, not Zygarde. 10%. OU choice banned, whatever. Registeel. We're not specially defensive, we're physically defensive, so let's... I think we're 252, I'm not exactly sure. We're at 438. Impish. Alright, and 364? No, it doesn't say right there. Whatever. But 1,000 arrows does 54 to 60%, yeah. And let's see without the choice banned. So none. Yeah, okay, he's definitely banded, so we can go out to our Decidueye. We can go out into our Decidueye, and we're just gonna go for a substitute on his switch, because 1,000 arrows shouldn't be doing too much. Even though he's banded, it still shouldn't be doing too much. But seeing the HP that this Clefable is at, like, I don't want to sub because he's obviously unaware. Can a Leaf Blade kill from here, though? Gonna have to hope it does, and it does not. Oh, but unless it's Protect, this next Leaf Blade is gonna kill. So, you know, I'm gonna SD. No, I'm just gonna Leaf Blade again. As he is, Wish Protect. Okay. That is super annoying, but hey, at least we're getting some recovery too with our leftovers. I would SD, but again, there's no point. We're just gonna Spirit Shackle so he knows that he's gotta stay in. He's gotta stay in, and his Moonblast does unfortunately break the sub. Well, we're just gonna Leaf Blade, hope for a crit. We don't want to sub right now. Okay, we'll sub now because he's obviously gonna protect, but I didn't want to sub with if he was just gonna attack again or something, you know. But our opponent is playing the risky game because eventually we are gonna get a crit. We are using Leaf Blade. It's a high critical hit move, so he is risking the biscuit. He is. Oh, sorry about that. And you know what? I'm gonna Swords Dance this time. I know it's not gonna help for the Clefable, but if we actually do get a crit and manage to take this Clefable out, then we can deal with the other mons more comfortably. Because I'm pretty sure at neutral we don't kill anything on his team. But at plus, well, probably the Keldeo. But at +2, we definitely do. And we're just gonna Leaf Blade now until he goes away. As he doesn't go for the second wish. As he goes for the Calm Mind. Ooh. Very risky. Very, very risky there. Now he's gonna definitely go for another wish. And he has to wish, because as soon as he Moonblasts, that's when he loses. That Calm Mind of his was very risky. I could have just went for another Swords Dance right there. I could have. It would have been so cool if we could have Long Reach as our ability. Unfortunately, it's not released yet, but that's fine, Now let's go for another Leaf Blade, as my opponent's probably going to Moonblast here, but we do get the crit. And he goes for Wish again, of course. I'm pretty sure we outstall him too, because Wish has 10 or 16. He has 9 wishes left, and 12 protects. So yeah, we definitely got him. We have more Spirit Shackles and Leaf Blades. We're gonna Spirit Shackle this time, and the cat is being a nuisance again. It's either in or out. Go. Sorry about that, guys. I need to keep the door closed because there are other people in the house. We are going to Leaf Blade again, hopefully get another crit, which we don't. And our opponent is just wasting time. He's probably going to attack this time because we wouldn't have killed from there. And let's see. Ooh, it's a close one. But yeah, so long as we have this substitute up, and we're at +2, there's nothing on his team that can really deal with us, and he's definitely going to protect this time. Yep, because we would have killed from that range. The reason our opponent didn't protect on the last wish was because he knew he would live. But we're at +4 now, and yeah, we'll Leaf Blade, whatever. Hopefully we get another crit, you know? And this is when our opponent should attack. Try to take out the sub, as he just goes for another protect, like... Okay, I need to let him know. You don't win the stall war. You know? Oops. Yeah. Before I type that. He's revealed all of his moves. How much does a +2 Moonblast do? Decidui. We are Swords Dance, but we do have Investment. We're at 237 Spadef. Okay, and then I know I have HP. We're at 327 HP. So, let's bring this up to 327. And, Clefable. UU Calm Mind. At +2. Moonblast does only 70%. So... And he gets a crit. I should have just subbed. That would have been the better play. What can we do here? I definitely should have subbed there. I want to sub again, but obviously I can't because our HP is too low. So we'll just take out the Clefable. We'll take out the Clefable and we'll have to risk the Speed Tie with the Azelf on the Zygarde. And Beware is going to have to put in some work as well. We can save the Decidueye, we can. We can possibly save the Decidueye for the Nidoqueen if we outspeed, which I don't think we do, because it did outspeed our Rotom, and we only have one speed higher than our Rotom on the Decidueye. So yeah, let's see what our opponent decides to go for. And oh, I just noticed we did get a crit with the Spirit Shackle right there, so that's cool, I guess. But he has to lock himself into a Dragon type move, because ground we do have a flying, not a flying type, but we have a Levitate mod. Let's just go for the Leaf Blade, as we don't take the 1,000 arrows, unfortunately. But then we can go into our Zelf, and we can just Side Shock and easily two-shot either of his two mons on the incoming switch, because he can't stay in and 1,000 arrows again. We already know he's banded, so we don't have to worry about any of that. Don't have to worry about that at all. Unless he does want to just sack off his Zygarde. Oh yeah! Shit! I forgot! That was a huge misplay on my part. We did lose the Speed Tie, which is very unfortunate, but I forgot 1,000 arrows goes through Levitate and Flying types. That sucks. Now we can Double Edge, we can. We gotta Double Edge. We'll take him out, because he could have just swapped out. But we need this Beware. We need it for the Keldeo. Hopefully it's not a Scarf Keldeo. If it's Scarfed, we most likely lost. We most likely lost if it's Scarfed. Unless it doesn't have anything to hit our Keldeo, then we can still pull this through. Well, we can't swap, because our Keldeo can't take a hit from this thing. We'll just go down to the Double Edge. Recoil. And unfortunately, we can't bluff the Scarf. We can't bluff the Scarf or the Specs because we are Life Orb. But now it comes down to a Speed Tie and whether this thing can take us out with a Secret Sword. Which it doesn't. And we don't take it out with an HP Grass, unfortunately. Give him GG's, and he left like an asshole. Always give the GG's, guys. I know I forgot to give GG in one of the games that we had before, but I'm starting to remember now. But as you see, our rating wasn't that high. And this is the first team that I've ever made in Sun and Moon UU, so I'm proud of it. But anyways, we are going to wrap up today's episode right here, right now. I got a special surprise coming for you guys later on in the day today. We got a new Let's Play coming up. It's for a game that I've been wanting to play for so long. Oh, but you guys are going to love it. You guys definitely are going to love it just as much as I am going to love it. Well, just as much as I love playing the game, you're going to love watching it. But anyways, guys, make sure you like the like button down below for me if you enjoyed, and comment below not answering the question today. We don't have questions today here on this at all. But anyway, do it to just show support and some feedback, you know. And subscribe if you want to stay updated for the next video. Have yourselves a good day, and I'll see you guys all next time.